Hello, stargazers. I hope everybody's having a good day. Happy Tuesday to you all. Hello. Ah, I wanted to make sure it was Tuesday. I wasn't 100% sure today. But hello, welcome in. I hope everybody is having a nice time so far. How's everybody doing today? I hope that people are doing well. I've been thinking a lot about, like, different stuff that I wanted to do, in the future. And later on, I will mention a little bit about that because I think that there's some stuff happening later in the week that I think people will find fun. So I want to talk about that a little bit later. But yeah, at the moment, I thought it might be fun to work on something a little bit more self-indulgent, I suppose. And this is something that some people have asked me to be working on for a bit now. So, yeah, I think that we're gonna do that. We're gonna work on that. But how is everybody? Hope everybody's having a good start to the week so far. If anyone has any plans, let me know. But yeah, let me see here, making sure that I set up everything correctly. Hello, Kaku! Welcome in. How are you doing today? Hope everything's going well. But yeah, I'm excited to just sort of, I'm doing a little bit of self-indulgent art today that I've been asked to do for a bit, so we'll be doing a little bit of a chill work day. But, I also thought that I would not have the chill music on. I'm like, you know, we haven't played like the main playlist in a while, so we can do that. So let me know if the volume for that is good or if it's like too loud or too soft or whatever. But yeah, doing good. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, thank you. I'm excited because I'm checking off like the final little bits on my queue, and I'm going to try get into some new commissions soon that I'm excited for. And I also really want to try to find some time this month to work on a YouTube video. I still don't really know how I want to go about it. I feel like I need to script it a little bit, and I'm not really good at scripting, but we're gonna see. It's gonna be on painting forests, so I'm kind of interested about how we can go about doing that. But yeah, I hope everything's going well today. That being said, let's go to our main scene. I'm gonna try doing main scene today without chat, because there's been sort of a back and forth on that, right? Whether it's good to have chat on screen, whether it's not good to have chat on screen and such. So I'm gonna try without chat and see how it goes, see how it works. All right. There we go. And I can still read everyone's messages, so hello, Vessa. Welcome in. Are you surprised to see this base here? Are you surprised? Brett, hello. Welcome in. I hope you're having a good Tuesday. It's happening. Kaku says it's happening. Vessa says, do we finally get star reactive? Yes, Vessa, we finally get star reactive. Surprise! Surprise, I thought you would be amused by that. Yeah, so basically, I'm doing a collab with Ayana from Miriam, and it's gonna be an art collab, and I might not end up actually be using it. I don't know. Because we both have the VTube Studio collab feature, right? And I was like, oh, I kind of want to try that and kind of want to see if it works. I've never used it before. But if it ends up not working, then we have a backup, and I thought it would be good to have a backup. Vessa, don't do any weird tech issues that are gonna mess that up. But, yeah, I was like, you know what? Just in case, you know, I think it would be fun if I took a stream to actually, like, draw myself, because stargazers rarely see that. So I thought that would be amusing, and then it's like, you know, then you have it. And I still don't really mesh with this art style anymore. I still want my future reactives to be in a different art style. But I figured, you know, I can always remake them later, so I'll just use this base I have now and work with what I've got, right? What do I mean? I mean, if you do any weird, like, techie robo issues to mess things up so that I have to use this. Alright, so I think I'll probably just start with hair, because that's, like, the most obvious thing, and then I'll just quickly sketch stuff out, I guess, as I go. It's weird. I'm not used to drawing myself on stream. But it's a base, so it's fine. I'm just gonna quickly draft out the general shape here. See if it works well enough anyways. Let's see here. Just sort of base that in. Let me just throw on a cape light real quick so I don't feel uncomfortable. We'll just base that on real quick. And then I can refine it from there, because now it's really rough. But yeah, I hope everyone's having a good start to the week. Does anyone have any plans for things? Let me see. I'm trying to, like... I'm trying to figure out how low my hairstyle goes. I never draw myself, I don't know what to do. I was actually debating on, you know, either this or the chibi that I wanted to make for the YouTube template. And I'm like, you know what, let's do this today, because I might end up needing it. And if not, then I just have it anyway. Oh, man, I really, you know what? I really hate this. My eraser, for some reason, well, actually all my brushes, have stopped being at 100% opacity, and it's really annoying when it comes to doing clean lines. Alright, something like that, maybe. There we go. I have to make sure that I don't have any, color gaps here. Alright, something like that. And you know that I'm not good at doing line art on stream. I could have done this, I could have done the line art ahead of time, but you know what? Practice makes perfect. So, you know, learning how to do line art on a stream, right? Hello, Lillian, welcome in. Yeah, exactly, yeah, star reactive. I don't know when I'm ever gonna be using this, but we'll see. Today is a day of practice stuff. Yeah, thank you, Vessa. You know, Vessa, ever since you posted that thing in Senpai's Discord about, like, which way you talk to chat, it's made me super self-conscious of, like, how's the best way to go about talking to you guys while I'm on stream. And like, when I hide the chat as a test for this stream, it's making me be like, oh wait, I have to talk about things with more context, otherwise it gets all lost and confused. I'm not used to doing that, because I usually have the chat right there. So it's interesting practice, to say the least. It's good practice, though, I think. You know, sort of trying to learn different ways to talk to stargazers, I think, is a good thing. I did not mean to give you a crisis, lol. No, Vessa, it's okay. It's good. It sort of makes me try new ways of communicating and sort of breaks me out of my shell a little bit more. Also, thank you guys for joining on the YouTube side. It means a lot. I don't really, you know, I was thinking about it, right? Because, like, people don't usually watch VODs, so you don't really get too many watch hours for that, but I think, like, every little bit counts, and I know that when you guys are watching live on the stream, it counts a lot. So thank you, thank you. I missed so many of your recent streams. No worries, Ron, no worries. How are you? Welcome in, welcome in. I'm sure you've been super busy with commissions and puppies and everything, so no worries. I completely understand. Let's see here. I'm okay, just very busy. Yes. What are you up to today? I think I recognize this person. I am, why? Oh, this is gonna drive me insane. Why isn't my eraser working normally all of a sudden? This is not good. Okay, can you guys see this? It's like not perfectly erasing and it's at 100% opacity. Not really sure what to do about it, but it's really not good. Can this erase? No. Try resetting to default? Yeah, maybe. Let me try that. Cause this too, like this is super... Let me see. Reset to default. Yes. Alright, is that gonna behave? Okay. I don't know what's up with it, but I'll take that for now. It means I'm gonna have to try cleaning up whatever's here that I can barely see, but that's okay. We'll figure it out as we go. But thank you. I forgot about resetting to default. I'll do that with the main brush, but I don't want to do it with the textured ones. So I'll have to figure out what to do about those later. I don't know, it just started doing it to like all of my brushes, and I'm not really sure why. Ramon, hello, welcome in. How are you doing today? And happy Tuesday to everybody. I hope everyone's having a good start to the week so far. This is not good. I'm gonna warn you guys ahead of time, I'm gonna be way too critical on my own design. Like, way more overthinking when it comes to my own visuals. Fix one tech problem, one more pops up. Yeah, right? I've had to do it occasionally for similar reasons. That's so annoying. I wonder why that happens. Yeah, there's always tech problems, I think. Alright. I'm like trying to see if that's right. I don't even know anymore. And then, alright, a little bit of, oh, you know what? Okay, I'm not adding the press. I'm not good at this. I'm not good at drawing myself. Getting my own details constantly and not planning ahead for them. You know, that's fine. That's normal, I guess. And then, let's see here. I didn't give enough room for the shoulder hair, and this is all on one layer, isn't it? That's not smart either. Let's separate that, at least, right? Let's just make the clothes a different layer from the hair. That would be good. That would be useful. Alright. And then... I want to make sure I have room for my necklace, but I'm not really giving myself a good amount of room, am I? I don't know why, I feel super self-conscious drawing myself on stream. This is probably why I don't do it that often. I don't know. I don't know if you guys can relate to that. Vissa says, but it's cute. I mean, I appreciate that, but I don't... I still feel very self-conscious about it. Can actually? It's like being asked to talk about yourself in an interview. Yeah, I guess so. I think I could talk about myself in an interview if it's like asking my opinion on something, but if it's like, you know, talking about your accomplishment or something, then yeah, no, I wouldn't be able to do that. But this feels even weirder because I'm like trying to do it live in front of you guys. And I don't know. It just, it feels more scary. It's already hard for me to do like clean commissions on stream, let alone of me. Quick interview question from Taka. Cake or pie? Probably cake, because I have a sweet tooth and I love funfetti. Also, hello Taka, welcome in. And thank you guys for joining on the YouTube side. It really means a lot. It helps me a lot. I think you can do so many fun flavors with cake. Pie is good if you need to have like if you want to have like a dinner. You can have like shepherd's pie or something. No, probably not. Like, chicken pot pie. But cake is, like, just all good feelings, all good dessert. Yeah, pie is very versatile, but I definitely prefer sweet things. Lillian says pie, unless the cake comes with that song from Rebellion attached. Vessa says, chicken pot pie yummy, yeah. Yeah, chicken pot pie is a good dinner, but if we're talking just like what would you prefer in general, then I would say cake, because you can do so much with cake, and you can make cake so pretty, right? Like cake can be an art form. You can decorate cake to be very elegant, right? You've got like wedding cakes, birthday cakes, all kinds of celebration cakes. You can have cakes that are like not your traditional Americanized cake. You can have more like tart cakes with fruits. You can make burger cupcakes, Kaku? Wait, what it Kaku, is that like a dessert imposter type of deal? Okay, I feel super naked without ears, so I'm gonna have to extend the canvas. I actually probably have to extend it a little bit because of the wings as well. I don't want to mess up the base. Okay, I have to save this as a separate file, I think. Because I'm gonna have to extend everything because my wings get in the way, my ears get in the way. Just a little bit on the ends here, just so I can play with it, and I need a lot more room for my ears. I feel very strange without my ears. Yes, they're dessert imposters? That's awesome. I love dessert imposters. Alright, we'll say this one is hair, and this is ears. Size is always a struggle for ears. Because my ears are larger than the average fox, but they're also not quite, like, fennec-sized. If that makes sense. They're large, but they're not desert dweller large. Kaku, what do you use for the sesame seeds of a cupcake? Of a dessert imposter burger cupcake? Lillian says, I'm picturing Starlight's ears fluttering off and seeding another world with crystals. What the heck? No, I like my ears permanently attached to my head, thank you. This does not feel right, and I can't figure out why yet. I'll figure it out in a sec, I'm sure. Lillian says, you know me, if I can't say anything insightful, I'll settle for causing psychic damage. Oh my gosh. Fair, I guess. Alright, make that a little bit smaller. Probably doesn't feel right without wings as well, but something doesn't feel right about the face or hair yet. Not really sure why, though. Maybe it needs the back? Maybe it needs to go a little higher? Maybe that helps a little bit. Can't really tell, to be honest. Something like that, maybe. I'll feel better after I add my forehead star. Yeah, you're probably right, actually. You're probably right. That's probably making everything feeling very naked. Yeah, actually, you're right. That makes a huge difference. I no longer look like generic Nekomimi anime character. You're right. That actually makes a gigantic difference. Alright, I think I need to move my hair tuft a little bit forward so that there's... Oh man, this is reminding me of when I was trying to arrange all the live 2D stuff and having to, like, move each piece so that you don't look bald when you turn to the side. Yeah, that also makes a pretty big difference too. The third eye has manifested. I love how I've gotten the interpretation of stargazers talking about my forehead star ranges anywhere from a third eye to a button. There's like no in between. Alright, why does this keep getting smaller brush size? Vesta asks if I can shoot lasers out of my forehead star. No, I cannot. Maybe if it was like a unicorn horn, but no, that's prisms. I don't like the shape of this tuft, it's bothering me. Why is this not working? It's going, like, too far inward, but it doesn't look good otherwise. Maybe it just needs to be, like... Maybe everything needs to be further in, I guess. Let's try that. Kaku says I found a picture of the cupcakes. Also, the star definitely gives me third eye vibes. I think it's funny that everyone kind of has, like, their own interpretation of it. It makes it amusing. Is that, like... why am I still not happy with that? The rest is okay, I just don't like those two tufts on the ends. I'll just try moving that up a little bit. Yeah, I guess that's fine. I'll just work with that. Hair is tricky for any character. Anytime you're drawing any character, hair is difficult. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's not, it's going forward to, it's not 3D. It's not 3D enough. It needs to be more 3D. And it's hard to get that balance. Because I'm looking at if I look at myself, like, straight on, then I can see it differently. But, oh, okay, I guess if my... Bleh, I'm trying to look at myself in the mirror here. If my head is turned... Yeah, I guess you don't see the... Okay. 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 Bye, town. Taka asks if I prefer to draw bald characters. No, it's actually harder to draw a bald character because you have to do other things to make them look you have to do other things to make them look good. You can't just draw a character without hair. You have to shade it a certain way. Like you have to shade the head a certain way. No, there's there's always going to be tricky maneuvering to any art subject, no matter how it looks. The sun scared you? I was mentioning earlier that I was going to move from the calm instrumental. Because, like, calm instrumental is good at night, but, you know, it's daytime, I don't really need to... Is it too loud? I'm sorry if it's too loud. Please let me know, I can turn it down. It's hard for me to tell, so please let me know if it's too loud. No, I just wasn't expecting it, okay. That's fair. I haven't played my main playlist in a long time, and I was kind of feeling like, you know, I haven't played, like, regular non-com instrumentals in a bit, so I want to just play, like, fun instrumentals today. I don't know. Taka wants me to play Live and Learn. I can't. I can't on stream. I would otherwise, but I can't on stream. This is very Sonic Adventure. Yeah, but it's like, you know, copyright-friendly Sonic Adventure. Let's see here. Also, lining up animal ears is also tricky. And I think I need to make this less upward, a little bit more tilted. See if I can just turn both of these, maybe? What would copyright-friendly Sonic the Hedgehog look like? Ah, that's a good question. Like Walmart... Walmart version Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't know, you've probably seen, like, knockoff versions for years, right? I don't really know if I'd call it copyright-friendly, though. So as much just, like, towing the line. trying to see if that works or not. You know what's really annoying? Okay, hang on. I have to save this, and then I have to open another workspace for this, because I have my slate tilted, and I always forget that it looks very, how do I explain this? It's very stretched out, and I can't tell, if I'm only looking at it from one angle. I don't know if that made any sense, but basically, like, this needs to be wider, because what I saw was that it looked wider, and then when I see it straight on, it's at a completely different, appearance. Lillian says copyright-friendly Sonic the Hedgehog is Lightning McQueen. How does that work? How does that work? Alright, I guess I'll add like a little bit of fur tuft here just for visual difference. And then... I guess, okay, I think that these ears should be a little bit either further or more tilted or something. I can't really figure out what. Maybe like that? I'm trying to like compare the V shape. See how far apart it is. Okay, Vessa, I'll check that out later. Thank you. No idea what it is, but I will check it out later. Let's see here. It still feels a little bit strange, but I guess that's just something I have to get used to. Alright, we'll just go with it for now. It's commission opportunity? Okay. Did you want me to check it now or after stream? Okay. I think I see the problem. I was making this so flat that it only looks like, my hair just splits two ways. And that doesn't work. This looks like it's going in the back and in the front. And that doesn't actually make sense. Check later? Okay. Alright, I will. Thank you. Okay, I have to adjust that a little bit. I think I have to make some breaks on the hair layering. Otherwise it just looks like it goes on forever, and that doesn't work. So... let's see here. How do I want to do this? The hair is gonna be the hardest part. Once I get the hair done, the rest will flow very simply. And trust me, this was just as hard. This was just as hard. Live 2D'ing. I think I just have like a really difficult hairstyle, honestly. Add more hair floof. It's more like I have to separate the hair floof. But I'm not really sure the best way to go about it. Something like this, maybe. I'm trying to make nice shapes, and they're not really turning out nice yet. Come on. Well, at least it looks like there's, you know, part in front and part in back. We didn't have that before. So at least we have that, which is good. Alright, I think we'll make this a little bit larger. Show a little bit more of that ear, and then it looks like my face is turned more, right? If I was forward and then to the side. Yeah. That'll work. So showing a little bit more of that ear, I think, is good. And then I might bring up these tufts just a little bit. Yeah, that's better shape language, I think. Sorry, I know I'm taking forever on the hair. This is why I don't do this often. Alright, and then maybe we'll add like a little tuft here just to sort of break up the monotony, right? And then see if I can fit one there. And then I might push this in just a little bit more since it's going back, right? Make that look of going backwards a little bit more natural. So then if I was, okay, now it looks like I'm facing a certain way, right? If this is longer and this is shorter, it gives the feeling that my head is turning more. See? You can see it on me right now. There you go. Okay, I think that's good enough for the most part. I don't want to spend too long on that. I've already spent way too long on that, actually. Okay. And then told you guys that the hair takes the longest. Oh, and real quick, I'll just quickly add my fur tufts. There we go. And then this piece, let's see. Luckily my hair is covering most of those details, so I don't need to paint them in. Let's save where we are at here, just in case. And then, come on, there we go. Okay. I have to also tilt this, don't I? So if this is at this angle here, then the star's gonna be back here, which also means that I think these need to move slightly. Ever so slightly. Yeah. Alright. Got the little star piece here. And the bow. Give that a little bit more of a curve. And make it low enough just so I'll be able to fit my necklace in. Because I do find that... I do find my necklace to be fairly important. I want to make sure that I'm able to add that in. I'm probably gonna have to move that over even further. Just to, there we go. There we go. See how much of the difference that makes? The whole method to the madness here is making sure that things feel 3D. See, this is very flat and this is very three-dimensional. By making one side larger and the other shorter, you can increase the 3D-ness of everything. Redcorn, hello! Welcome in, welcome in! Let's see. And then it's actually always very difficult for me to fit this many crystals. It's not the best necklace design in the world, but you know what? I still like it. And I'm probably gonna have to refine these a lot off stream unless you guys just want to see me doing detail work for hours on end. Which I kind of doubt. I don't know. You know, I'm still extremely self-conscious about doing detail stuff on stream because I don't know if it's like annoying to watch or if you guys are learning from it or what. So I always get nervous about taking too long with line art. I feel like there's like not enough happening on screen and I don't really know what to do about it. Because you know me, I'll spend too long cleaning line art and then I don't know which way to go with things. I'm gonna add the little tails. I love ribbon tails. I wanted to make sure that I had that very visible in my design in general. I don't know why, there's something very elegant about lawn ribbon tails to me. And then... Alright, this needs to drop lower. How did I do this? How did I design this? Alright, this is all a little bit higher, I guess. And then... Alright, we really can't see too much of my collar, which is okay, because it's very complicated, so I'm okay hiding it, honestly. Why is that not looking right compared to how I drew it face on? Is it just that it's like too... It's not quite the right shape yet. I'll do something like that. I could fix it later, I suppose. Yeah, I don't want to mess with this too much. I feel like I should definitely be doing the cleanup off stream. I don't know. The line art always takes the longest in any given project. It's just the way it is. Like that's good. And then I'll make sure that this capelet is the right size, shape, whatever have you. And then that's not too super hard. Make it peek a little from the bottom so you can tell that it's going all the way around. I'm gonna have to draw myself again really soon after this for a YouTube project too. But I think I'll probably do that off stream because the art style is something I sort of need to focus on a lot more. Whereas this is something I've done in template format, so I'm not as nervous about the art style for that. But for the YouTube video, that's gonna be an art style that I sort of play around with a little bit more. That's about right, right? Yeah, it's a little bit pointier, I think. And then there's all kinds of details that I'll throw in later for that. Like the diamonds and everything, right? And then I guess a little bit of my belt would show here. Probably just one part of it because of how I'm turned around and everything. Alright, oh, Actually, this would go lower. Because the way I have my... I don't know if you can see it. My, zoom in a little bit more here. Come on. The tips of the coat actually go below the belt. So I'd have to make it a little bit shorter. It's a little bit... It's not super accurate. But otherwise, the crystal would have to be tiny. If I made it go over, it would kind of lose a little bit of that visual, wouldn't it? Let me see. If I was to make it go over... It's not terrible, actually. It could be worse. Yeah, I probably want my capelet to be a little bit longer. So I'll probably change it here. Because it's not... I mean, it is a shoulder capelet, but it is a little bit longer. I don't want it to feel like it's super short. Alright, what do we think about that? Yeah, I'm fine having it a little bit cropped just to show that it's slightly longer than average. I think that actually is fine. I think that makes sense. Because it's cropped off here, right? When I'm talking to you guys right now. So that's fairly accurate, I would say. Make a little bit more curvature, which is just giving some more visual interest difference. Yeah. little bit less. Let's see here. It is tricky. Everything gets very, very tight on the side where you're turning. Everything gets very tight and very, meshed together. So, everything else has to stretch to fit, which can be tricky. I'm gonna try pushing this just back a tiny little bit, just because it's going a little too far, making everything a little bit harder to work with. Something like that. Yeah, that's good. Alright, and then I'll add the wings. I'm gonna try to look at this again from a different point of view. Maybe it's just me, but it still does not, the ears do not feel right yet. Maybe they need to be further inward? Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit further inward. A little bit wider. Making them, trying to make them so that they're the same height. Because that's definitely too long. So let's see here. Yeah, that's a little bit better, I think. I'm getting self-conscious about my own ears now. Alright, I guess I'll leave that for now. Maybe that's why I just don't like the base. I want to redo this base badly. I want to make it more chibi, I think. Maybe I'll feel better after I get rid of the baseline. Let me see here. If I erase this, right? Okay, what happened? There we go. What? Hang on. Alright, I don't want to mess up the template, so I'm gonna lock that and make sure I don't touch it. Okay. I think this is okay? There we go. There we go. Okay, maybe that looks a little bit better? I don't know. It feels like it's too long, maybe. Yeah, I'll just move forward. I'll move forward, I'll figure it out later. It'll probably feel better once I have the wings on. I think everything just feels very top-heavy right now. So, let's see. We'll save that. And how do I want to do these wings? Probably fairly simple. Probably, like, just showing the bottom of them. Or the top, I should say. And of course my hair is in the way from the rest of them, so it's hard to see. Sea Hero, hello, hello, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. We're doing a little bit of self-indulgent work today, if you can believe it. if you can believe it. Maybe something like this. I feel like my wings are just gonna get in the way of every collabs. All the collabs. Make like a little bit of feathers going out, maybe? Try and figure out shape language. Oh, you know what I want? Do I want to bother, or... I'm trying to think about, like, how I want the wings. I'm thinking about if I want to add a tail, but maybe that's asking for too much. Yeah, it probably doesn't fit well. If I made it like a big tip, does it fit? Or can I fit my tail? Or no, probably not. I mean, I don't fit my tail in on streams now. I guess not. I'll have to play with it. I'll experiment a little bit. How's that? I want the wings to show up with a nicer silhouette, so I'm actually gonna see if I can move it over here so you guys see. I'm gonna change them, because before this is like very bland, so I'm gonna make them a little bit smaller, but with the ability to show them off easier. Because I want this wing shape to show, even though, again, it doesn't show when I'm streaming normally. For a reactive, for a PNG reactive, since it's not super accurate to your regular model, you can change things around a bit to show off more features than you normally would be able to. And of course, I'm struggling with the other side. Because the side that's faced away is always a little bit tricky. You stargazers are very quiet today. Are you working on your own stuff? Vesta says it's so hot here, I had to change into shorts and a short sleeve shirt. It's 74 degrees, but tomorrow the high is going to be 48. Dang, that is a really big flip. That is a really crazy change. Kaku says, writing notes for my meeting tomorrow. Oh, okay, yeah, I understand. Yeah. I hope the meeting goes well. Vessa says that's just how it is in my state for some reason. Trying to find clothes and take care of cat litter stuff. Yeah, no worries, no worries. Yeah, it's like one of those, what do they say? If you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes. Yeah, I understand that. It can be that way in Hallucinari as well. You're running the meeting, Kaku? That's crazy. Being so professional, wearing the big hat. That's really cool, though. I definitely hope that it goes well. I hope people listen to you. Yeah, absolutely. Everyone needs to hear out your good ideas. Or ideas to improve things. I'm running into tangent problems with the wing here. I'm trying to compensate, but it's giving me a little bit of trouble. Vesta says, I'm imagining weather in Hallucinari being like that one clip from Chowder where it looks like time's passing in a training montage, but the sun and moon and rain just keep zooming around every second. Yeah. It also doesn't help that our weather is kind of determined by the creatures that live here. So... I mean, at least one of the creatures anyway. I'm not really sure about the others. I'm not 100% sure how the weather works here. I was about to make a joke, but PMD spoilers. By the way, Vesta, I hope you're enjoying PMD so far. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, for those who don't know. Let's see. I think I'm happy enough with the wings. Not like 100% in love with them, but I think they work best for this layout? I don't know. If I'm gonna collab, people can like put themselves in front of me. That's understandable. CeeLo, hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Vesta says I got to the part where Zapdos stole the shift tree. Yeah, okay. So you understand why we have an issue with Zapdos then. You gonna be lurking? Alright, Sierra. Thank you. Have a good lurk. Why am I struggling so much with these wings? They don't have the... Maybe if I do it, like, from here? I need that satisfying shape. I don't have the satisfying shape yet. You know, maybe I'll just move this so I can hide everything. There we go. Just change that shape and the rest will follow. I'll push this down a little bit. As well as here. I cannot make a speed paint of this based on how much I've been like flip-flopping it. I've tried making speed paints like that before, and they end up getting way too disturbing to watch. Yeah, okay, I think that's good. And then we'll make the wing show up a little bit more here. Just so it's not a straight line, because you see, if we left it like that, it's just like a straight line going down. That doesn't look good. So we're gonna add a little bit, we're gonna push it outward a little bit. And push this one slightly in. No, we'll leave it. I think I should push the hair slightly in though, just a tiny bit, just a tiny bit. That's better. Again, it's a matter of shape language, basically. I think that's good. I'm gonna grab the wing and push this part down really quick. I'll grab the whole thing so that it's a little more even. Yeah, I like that. And then, can I fit a tail or no? Do I get to have a tail? What do you think, guys? Can my tail fit? I'm curious what you think. Because I know you normally can't see my tail when I'm streaming here, but, like, can I fit it? I mean, why not? Because I'm already taking up so much room. Because these reactives are for collabs. So I'm like, is this okay? Can I do this? Do a tail and a tailless version and we'll test it sometime? Okay. Trying to think of how to do that. I guess I'll keep it on a separate layer. I just like my tail, okay? It's like an instant pillow. Here we go. Plus, one thing I love doing with PNGs is that, like, if you have a tail, if you just, like, slightly tilt it, and then, like, every time you talk, you can just do a little bit of a tiny little bit of a wag. We might shove you to the back of the line. Understandable. Understandable. I'd probably be okay with that. Leave the tail, you can place it to look like people are biting it. Wait, what? What? Wait, what? I agree with Taylor Jose on second thought tail bite. What? How does that work? How does that make any sense? Of course, Vessa's on board, yeah. What? Why tail bite? Alright, I will leave it, like, I'll try to not mess with it too much. It's probably good the way it is. Alright. I know myself, and I know I'm not gonna be able to clean up the line art during stream. Cause I know that you guys probably would not find that super entertaining. So I think what I'm going to do is show off what the color scheme would look like. And I'm also doing a tiny bit more, liquefying. Making visual adjustments, pushing things out a little bit. Let's see here. Yeah, that's fine. Maybe just a tiny bit less. Is there anything else that needs work? Maybe the ears? Do the ears need work? I guess that's fine. This one feels like it's falling, so I'm gonna try to lift it a little bit. Does that work? Yeah. Okay, that's better, actually. Vessa, oh my gosh. I'm not reading that one out loud. No, no squeaky toys for you. I think that's fine. Alright. And tiny little fangs. Again, I'm gonna have to clean all this up later, because I'm gonna be too precise about it otherwise. But that's fine, I can clean this up off stream, that's fine, I can do that. And then I guess what we'll do is I'll put this below here. I'll erase where the wings are in the way. Anything that I know I can safely erase because it's in the way, then I'll just do that real quick. Because this is not going to move as much as a standard PNG model, right? Because it's reactive, so it's just 2 simple frames. Alright, I actually like that the way it is. And I can't take on new commissions at the moment, but I do actually have this as a your character here. So if anybody's interested in the future, I do want to make a version where I do have a different art style. But if anyone is curious, I will throw this, a little bit of a shameless self-promo. I'll throw this into the chat if anyone is interested. It is a your character here reactive. I do want a version that's more like chibi and painterly in the future. I want to do some reactives that are like good for collabs, but also like in a different style, because right now these are much more like flat color style, which I was like, oh, I'll do that because it'll be faster. But I really love painterly style, and I kind of want to get known for that. So yeah, I want to change that up eventually. My hair is still not forward enough. I still look like I have a tiny bit of a bald spot here. It's amazing how that small difference... Yeah, that helps. That actually helps a lot. And then we'll just quickly select all of that. Would help if I was at the right color. There we go. And then let's see. I need to zoom out so I can actually grab my own colors here. There we go. Hair color. And it's basically just gonna be super rough, but I just want to get you the idea of it, I suppose. I think that would be a good thing to do. Because my friends know that I'm going to be spending the next hour or two cleaning the line art, and I don't want to subject you guys to that. That wouldn't be fair to you. I don't know, like, would you... Do you care, like, what kind of art is being worked on? Like, would you care if there was just a session of, like, slow-going line art? It's something I can really never figure out, to be honest. Because I can't tell if, I don't know. I think most people are lurking right now, so that's hard for me to be like, does it matter if I'm doing line art or no? Because it takes so long. But I don't I like to watch other people doing line art because I'm still trying to figure out how to best approach it myself. Celtic Alchemist, hello, hello, welcome in, happy Tuesday. Hope you're doing well today. Vetsa says, just do the line art, bonk. I overthink things because I want things to still be like what you guys want, and it confuses. I'm sorry. That is the Ron version here. You want a finished reactive PNG? We will get there, just at different paces. Oh, but since there's more people in here, I did want to say, so Friday, I'm going to be doing I'm going to be doing an art collab with Ayana from Irium, and it's not gonna be on Irium. It's gonna be on Ayana's YouTube channel, I believe. But yeah, so I'm gonna be doing a collab with Ayana, and that's one of the reasons I'm doing the reactive. I don't actually know if I'm gonna be using the reactive, but the reactive at the moment is kind of like a backup. Like, oh, if the tech doesn't work out, if it bugs out, then we're not, then I still have something to work with, right? So I'm going to be streaming on Ayana's channel, and we're gonna do a little art collab. I think it's gonna be really fun. I hope to see some of you there. I think it'll be enjoyable. And I've never really done a collab before, right? So I'm a little bit nervous. But Ayana seems like a really cool person, so I'm looking forward to it. I'm getting base colors here of the wings and everything. Definitely try to make it if I can. Thank you, Celtic Alchemist. Vessa says this legally must be done by Saturday night. I'm hoping it'll be done before Friday night. Because that's when the collab is, so that needs to be like, you know, a just-in-case type of deal. Right? And even if I don't end up using it, I think it's just good to have. If anything, it's another example, for the portfolio. It's weird, right? Because, like, oh, man. I like having it as another example. I think that's nice, but I want to have a different art style. I want to do this in a different art style. I want things to be more painty. I want to do painty reactive chibi, because I don't, I want to build that visual brand. If people are confused when I say painty, I kind of mean like the Mew that I did on the Irium stream yesterday. That had more of a painty style to it. And that's kind of what I want to work towards establishing. But it's something I have to build up. It's not an easy thing to do. It's not an easy style. Alright, is that a little bit more even? Not falling off one end as much? Yeah, there we go. Knowing you should definitely log in with Ayana a bit ahead of time to test VTube Studio collab thing. Yeah, we will. Don't worry. Definitely plan on it, because I've never used the VTube Studio collab tool. I have no clue how it works. So we will definitely do some tests in advance, for sure. Right now I'm just basing out different colors so that I can separate things easier. It gets tricky to work with things otherwise. I should probably label these too. That would be smart, wouldn't it? A little bit of that pink tufts here. I'm in the realm of VTubers. We have the cotton candy hair. Alright. Then we'll go for this color, I think. There we go. And then that's also this color. And I'm just sort of like establishing the general color scheme here, right? And then the actual rainbow, always tricky, but always fun. So for those who didn't know, my rainbow actually has a blue overlay on top of it, which makes it, which kind of changes the tone from like a standard rainbow, and it's what gives it its non-Crayola look, right? Because I think we've talked about that before, like, most of the time when you see rainbows in a design, they have a very Crayola look to them, but if you add an overlay of one color, it helps unify everything. So that's why I don't look like I fell out of a crayon box. I've got my little ear tips here. And I'll duplicate that just to make sure that it's bright enough. And then I'll sort of base out where I have like this crystal-y pattern, right? Even just like some basic dots around the area, as long as you spread them out nicely, it'll work out. If you set that to add glow, you've got like a little bit of a crystal effect. Oh, how did that end up wait. How did that end up looking so off kilter? Shoot, that's not good. Yeah, let's change that. That doesn't look good. Let's move that. And then let's move this up. Because I guess they both need to be changed, right? Make things a little bit more even there. Okay, that feels a little bit better. That was making me a little nervous before. And then my tail matches my ears, more or less. And I'll probably make this less gradient. I think the gradient is fine for how I look with the model, but for the PNG, it should probably be something more stylized. So probably something more like this, right? I'll have to see. That actually doesn't look bad. I just sort of randomly sketched that in, but that doesn't look too bad. And then we'll go back here with the colors, right? If you have them all laid out, it's actually not too bad. when you're doing a whole rainbow. You can just color pick as you go. For some reason, people seem to have a lot of trouble with it. But if you have it all, like, based out, it's not bad. Really, it's not. And then, let's see. I do sort of have, like, the tips being a little bit more, like, blue-white. And then if you actually do that same thing that we did before with the ears, right? Just sort of adding, like, random flecks of white. They can be really loose, honestly. I mean, I would clean this up more, right? This is just getting the idea down. I would clean this up more. But stuff like this, just because my wings have a crystal texture, and then maybe, like, on the edges, right? It's weird, I feel like I'm teaching how to draw me, and that's a strange... that's not really what I wanted to intend. Well, just something like that, and then... I'll probably go over it with another line of, like, star shape. I'll make that a little bit thinner here. Just so it's, like, enough of a texture, right? And then I'd probably go in, like, with this. I'm gonna try to eventually make, like, nicer highlights. Right? Oh, it would help if I put it on the right layer. And sometimes what I like to do, actually, is I like to color the add glow for my highlights in particular, because they're a little bit, opal-like, if that makes sense. So let's see if I can sort of add some color to the ends here, right? And then if I add, like, a really intense purple here. It doesn't always work, but maybe if I try doing an overlay. In between here. And kind of create a little bit of a... I'll have to go back and look at how I did my opal effect, because I don't actually remember it fully, but it gives a little bit of an extra attention to the color. You can see, like, my highlights are not, they're not pure white. They have a little bit of a variation to them. I'll just add a little bit of shading here, just to make it feel a little bit more finished. I'm, of course, gonna be working more on it later, but... And then I always recolor the shading, but it just tells me where it needs to go. This is all stuff that I think I'm just gonna clean and refine later on. Because, I mean, you basically have the idea down, right? Something like this. And then I'm gonna add the gradient here of the difference between the purple and the dark blue. It's subtle, but it does make a difference. It kind of gives a little bit of that night sky effect. And then what I'll do, which really changes the color scheme of everything, really. Grab a cyan and sort of start making these streaks, right? I've always been nervous about having an aurora in my main design because a lot of people don't like trying to paint something that is not very solid. Like, I'd be very animation unfriendly, correct? But I love the aurora, and I think that it's very open to interpretation. So best way to do it, I think, is to do sort of a darker cyan color, right? And then we'll grab some pink. Because the higher that the aurora is in the atmosphere, due to the different types of particles, you're gonna have different colors. I could just leave it like that. If I ever needed to have a stylized version of an aurora on my design, I could just leave it like this. But what I will do is I'll duplicate this, and then I'll change this to add glow, and then reduce it a little bit. And then I'll probably make this even darker, actually. I think I'll make it really dark and really saturated. There we go. And then, I'm trying to remember how I do this. It's been a bit of time. We'll add a little bit of a, yeah, there we go. Add a little bit of a glow to everything, and you need the edges to glow, because otherwise it just ends up looking lighter. It doesn't really give the actual glow of the aurora. Eve Petrichor, hello! Welcome in. Happy Tuesday, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a nice day. Something like this I think is good. And then just, you know, some slight stars in the back, sort of tying it together. Day's almost over, thankfully. How's everyone else today? I'm glad to hear that the day's almost over. You'll be able to relax soon. We're doing well over here. Okay, that's the other thing about the way that I do gold. This is hard for me to do because it's kind of a new trick that I'm doing. It's a very, very, very light gold, but it's a gold color that I think creates a little bit more elegance when you add the darker tones. Let's see if I can get a really dark tone here. And then mix that with something a little bit more saturated. Right? Something like that. Trying to figure out the best way to make it stylized. If I don't end up using this Friday, then I think I will try to see if there is a future time where I can use it. I'm really not sure. I really don't know what I'm doing with this piece. I just know that I would, that I could amuse people. by having it. And this is very much a just in case it's needed type of deal. Because I don't really do collabs that often, but, you know, I never know. Maybe someday I will be brave enough to do collab stuff. Let's see if I can get the star shape here. It's not the easiest, because it's, like, half cut off. As long as you're happy with it, yeah. It's something I've been needing to do for a while anyway. So, I'm fine with that. I've been doing them for... I have them as commissions that I've done for friends, and I've done them for clients as sort of like an easy way for people to get started with things. But I never did one for myself. So it's like, probably should have one at some point. Also, if you're new to the stream, hello. My name is Starlight. I'm a celestial fox and a wish granter, and the wishes that I grant is the art that I create. It's nice to meet you. And if you're comfortable telling me, I'd love to know how you found the stream, because I'm always curious, like, what brings people in. And if you're not comfortable with that, then that's fine. I'm just, I always like to know. I always like to see if there's anything that I can improve on things. YouTube recommended you? Awesome. That's really cool to hear, actually. Well, hello. We're happy to have you. Does that mean that YouTube is recommending, the smaller streams? Because I know that's a thing that they've been pushing. But of course, you can't ever see your own stuff, so that's actually really cool. Awesome. Top row, heck yeah! Thank you for letting me know, I appreciate that. I'm trying to figure out how much shading I should do. How much shading did I do with the others? Did I just have the neck color, or did I do more based on where people's hair was? I just had the neck colored. Maybe I should just keep it that way. Keep it simple, keep it consistent with everyone else. How'd I have it here? Are you kidding me? Every single example of someone that I've done before has had their neck covered in some way. So I'm not... okay, I think this will work. I think that's fine. Vessa says we're moving up Star Chat. Eve says, I watch my friends who are small streamers, so I get a lot of streams showing up in my recs, and you looked cute. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Let's see here. I might try doing... Where's my wing color? Is it here? Yeah. I'm gonna try doing a layer where it's a little bit lighter. Just a bit. Yeah, I like that. That's good. And then... I'm still not happy with the hair, honestly, if I'm being real. Does it need to be pushed out a little bit more? Yeah, it just needed that. It just needed a little bit more volume. It was looking like it was too stuck to my head. That's good. That's good. I'll take that. Take that and I'll move it down a little bit. Yeah. Big difference, not so much extra work. Well, hang on a sec. There we go. Foxgala, hello, hello. I found you in 2021, decided to come back to you a few years later. Things have very much changed, haven't they? Yeah, I have a new form now. Man, you were around during the Anthro arc. Well, I'm very happy to hear that you've returned. We're happy to have you. Make sure that I'm coloring this in correctly. I can't actually tell. There we go. Anthro lore? So, I actually started out as an anthro artist, and when I joined the VTuber community, well, okay, backtrack. I wanted to originally sell, like, I was going into surface pattern design, so that's like art on stickers and greeting cards and wallpaper and stuff, like stuff you would find in like a Hallmark situation. And I wanted to stand out from all the other people who were selling stuff there, and it's usually like, you know, middle-aged women. And I was like, oh, you know what? I want to be the fox that sells stickers. I want to be known as the fox who is selling to the humans. It'll be something unique. And I was trying to figure out how to brand myself with that. And I was like, you know what? I used to go on livestream.com. If anyone knows what that was. A long time ago, and I would just hang out with friends and I would just be doing art, and I'm like, you know what, I should try live streaming again. I haven't done that in years. So, I was like, oh, livestream.com is gone. I don't know what to do about that. So I was looking into like, oh, how do you live stream nowadays? And everyone's like, oh, it's, you know, Twitch and YouTube. And I'm like, oh, you know, what's Twitch? What's YouTube? I'm like looking into all of this, right? And then, and then I was like learning about, okay, what does it take to be a streamer? And then, oh, what is this? There's at the time I was looking at, I think Hololive and Kizuna Ai, and I was like, oh, there's people who, you know, they're presenting themselves on the internet and they're anime girls, and this is so cool. And I was like, oh, but that technology looks like it's super closed off to anyone. It's probably like some really expensive companies doing crazy stuff, right? And then gradually I was like, oh wait, no, this is a thing that people can do. And I looked into it like a year or two later, so I definitely missed the mark. Missed like the big mark of the VTuber boom, right? But I was like, oh, there's a thing. So I did a bunch of research, and I can 3D sculpt, so I worked with someone. I did sculpting, they did rigging, and I had an anthro fox form that I branded myself with in the beginning with VTubing. And unfortunately, back then, furry VTubers were not as accepted as they are now. So it had me like gradually changing and evolving, and I was originally drawing a lot of furry art, and then I was like, oh, you know, the VTubing community is really interesting, and I would look more and more into it, and I was like, oh, this actually would allow me to do art for VTubers, like on commission, like getting work, and previously I'd been doing a lot of commissions for the furry fandom. But I was like, oh, that's not gonna work. I'm gonna have to sell stickers or whatever. And I'm like, no, wait, no. I could draw anime people. I could be really successful with this, trying to, you know, draw the subject matter that I was told not to pursue professionally. And I got to know the VTuber community more and more, and I was like, I don't want to do surface design. I want to draw anime characters for a living if I can make it work, right? So then I sort of shifted gears entirely, and I was starting to draw more and more humans, more and more people. And then as time went on, I was like, you know what? I think I'm holding myself back. I don't think that the people who want art of people are going to want it from a fox. So because I'm a kitsune, and because we can take on human form, I ended up creating a humanoid version of myself, a little bit of illusion magic, and it was really, really weak at first, right? I started with like a PNG version of that, and I had that for a little bit, and I was wearing an outfit that was very like scared and closed off and like, you know, very, very unconfident, afraid of the world. And then recently, this past November, I want to say, I re-debuted, I rebranded, and now I am in live 2D form with my humanoid form. So, yeah, TLDR, been a furry for a bit, and now is, demi-human, Kimono Mimi. And I can still jump between furry and human art whenever I need to. There's the lore drop. I feel like that was very long-winded, but yeah, there you go. Let's see if that, yeah, that looks better. That's one of the best coming up stories I've ever heard from a streamer. Thank you, Eve. I appreciate that. Thank you. Are you happy with where you've made it to now? I would say so, yeah. I mean, before VTubing, I really wasn't able to draw anime characters at all. And it's something, man. It's like, they said that I couldn't draw anime style, right? Like art school stuff. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna do more furry stuff because that would at least lean into, like, children's books. I can kind of get away with that a little bit easier. And, just disclaimer, I'm a fully safe for work artist, so when I say, like, furry art and whatever, everything I do is basically, like, Beatrix Potter, fun adventure type stuff. But VTubing sort of allowed me to push a different direction and meet a lot of new people. And I really love this this little community I formed. And now my next steps are that I really want to start doing more YouTube art tutorials and sort of delivering things with a sense of adventure to people. So yeah, I would say that I'm like, I still feel like I have a very long way to go with things. There's still a lot more that I want to do, but I feel like I'm in a better place than I was a few years ago. Just on like being happy with what I'm doing. Sense of adventure? Yeah, I really want to try to introduce, I want to introduce art information to my community and to the greater world of YouTube, in a way that is less dry than just understanding the fundamentals. And because I am a fox in a fantasy world, I sort of want to introduce my community to that fantasy world, other fantasy worlds they might be more familiar with, you know, things that they might have seen in games and shows and things, and sort of take them on a bit of a journey as we learn about art and how to draw and things like that. And I don't really have any of that up at the moment. That's kind of like starting plans. Starting plans for this February, for this month, hopefully. I'm really working to get out a video. Celtic Alchemist says, you seem to have grown a lot. It's been awesome to see your work. Thank you! Yeah, oh my gosh, if I look back at my old art, it's embarrassing. That's for sure. Push that up a little bit more, I think. Yeah, that's better. Based on your experiences to now, giving you a different perspective? Oh, absolutely, yeah. A very, very different perspective. And the thing is, like, I really love immersive fantasy. So, for me, VTubing kind of became a no-brainer, right? I really, really love creating that sense of adventure in people's daily life if I can. Just having this idea of, like, I don't know how to describe it, but I always want to try to make things feel more fun and engaging. And I don't do a lot of the typical VTuber stuff. I don't join a lot of the trends that like kind of put you in like a little bit of like a gremlin mode, I guess. And no hate to anyone who does. They're usually doing super well, and I'm friends with a lot of them as well. So it's just not me. So I've been trying to figure out like where my space is in VTubing as well, which, you know, hasn't been the easiest thing, but I think I'm slowly figuring it out as I go, which is nice. Eve says your story was very engaging and very warm, made me smile. Oh, I'm glad. Thank you. Thank you. That means a lot. That really means a lot, actually. I don't know how I'm doing these eyes, so I'm just gonna make them on a bunch of different layers in case I have to change things later. I still feel like I'm finding my footing and things, but I'm excited for the future. I'm excited to sort of like create a sense of exploration for people. Make things more fun than you usually can when learning about stuff. I'm also really into things like gamified learning, so if I can do stuff like that, then I'm always happy about that. I guess for me it's more like storytelling-based learning. What matters is to move forward in a way where we grow and are happier. Thank you. Yeah, I agree. I'm still like, I'm not 100% where I need to be in terms of like, you know, fully making this work. But I really want to get there. It's like, I just want to survive. I want to push forward and I want to be able to keep doing this. I think that's my main thing at the moment. So I'm hoping that these ideas work out. I really have no way of knowing if they will, but hey, it'll be good career skill. Always good to have the experience, right? Yeah, one step at a time. I agree. See if I can clean this up anymore. I think I'm kind of at the point where I'm just gonna have to be like, putting my nose to the grindstone on cleaning up these areas. And I think the other thing that's been really fun lately, sort of last thing I'll wrap up with, is I recently started playing games on stream. I had never previously played games on stream. I've only ever done art. So that's something very new to me this year. And I'm having so much fun playing games on stream because of that sense, like I was saying with the immersive fantasy, is sort of being able to tell stories while experiencing things and going about crazy little fun events that I can really immerse myself in. Yeah, exactly. Vessa and Celtic Alchemist know what's up. Yeah, Hamtaro. Oh, I love playing Hamtaro so much. I think we're almost done with the playthrough of Hamtaro. I'm not 100% sure what is going to come next, but I'm excited to sort of learn about how to go about playing different games. Because so far, the only games that we played on stream have been Hamtaro and Infinity Nikki. But Hamtaro has been a big joy, I think. Vesta says, I'm glad you started playing games so you could chill a bit more and not be in career mode on constantly. That's fair. You seem pretty far when I caught last stream. Yeah, I think we're getting towards the end. I think there's just 2 more areas to go. I think next we have to be in the jungle, but that'll be fun. I really love experiencing it with you guys. It's a ton of fun. And I'm also really happy that I can share it with you because I love that game so much. It's been like a big part of my... It's so niche, right? Like, most people haven't played it. But it's such a well-done game. Especially considering it's, like, geared for a younger audience, but it goes so wild. Ow. Not just a joy for you, but it's been a joy to watch for us too, to be honest. I never would have played the game on my own, but I can see what a great game it is through you. Thank you! I didn't know it was a game till I checked your channel just now. Yeah. You're probably used to seeing it as an anime, right? I would imagine. Neo, hello! Welcome in! Hi, I hope you're doing well. I think we're probably going to start wrapping up here, unfortunately. I'm sorry. I'm getting a little bit tired. I need to buy new headphones. These are starting to, like, irritate me a little bit. It's okay, I realized. But I really appreciate you stopping by to say hello, Neo. It means a lot. Yeah, headphones for fox ears. Hard to find ones that fit, right? I think we made some really good progress, though. Basically what I'll probably be doing is cleaning it up off stream. So mainly cleaning up the line art and everything, right? That's the big thing. And then adding a tiny bit more shading, and then sort of just having it on hand if we need it. And then, yeah. On Friday, we're gonna be doing a collab with Ayana. It's gonna be a nice, fun, chill art session, I think. I'm really looking forward to that, so I hope that I see some of you guys there too. And then if I'm not too tired by then, I can't fully guarantee anything. Because I don't know how tiring the collab is gonna be. Because again, never done a collab before, very new to collabs. But if we're not too tired, then we will be doing another session of Hamtaro. So if you're curious about the Hamtaro game and want to see crazy dialogue, definitely tune in for that. I'd love to see you there. The collab is going to be 9 o'clock Eastern Standard, 6 o'clock Pacific, I believe. So that, PM. 9 o'clock PM Eastern, 6 o'clock PM Pacific. Late time for you? Yeah, no, it's not too bad. I think I could do it. Yeah, it's on the later side, but I think that's like, from what I can tell, I think that is when, I feel like that's when the majority of streamers are live, aren't they? Is like later at night. That's how it seems anyway. Maybe it's just because I stream at such a strange time for the average viewer, but I always feel like the nighttime streams are more popular. Especially on a Friday, yeah, I would imagine. Neffy, thank you so much! I appreciate it so much, thank you. Oh man, I kinda don't want to wrap up because YouTube's recommending the stream and I'm really happy about that. Thank you again, Eve, for letting me know. If you guys have not yet, definitely consider subscribing to the YouTube channel if you'd like to see future art stream. Future game streams are probably gonna be on Twitch, but, for Hamtaro, I'm multi-streaming it at the moment. But yeah, I'd love to see you guys around. I wish I can stream late night, but I don't. Yeah. It seems that a lot of people do, though, so it's interesting. But hey, it's like... I'm in Europe, so for me the time works out. There you go. I mean, that's actually one of the reasons that I picked this time, is because I was like, you know, if I stream in mid-afternoon, then people in Europe can watch without getting too tired and it being too late. So I actually was thinking of, I did have that in mind. I'm like, I know that my audience is mainly North American, but hey, I can be kind to the European audience too. There will be a night stream tonight. Yeah, as Vessa said, no, it's not tonight. It is going to be on Friday. I'm in America, but grandma's sleep. I sleep 6 p.m. EST. That's fine. That is totally fine. But yeah, I'm sorry to anyone in Europe. Probably won't be able to watch the collab, but that is the reason that I did choose that time zone for my regular stuff. So again, just to let people know, the collab is going to be 9 p.m. Eastern Standard this Friday. Don't know if I'm gonna end up using the reactive, but now we have it in case we ever need it. We'll have to see how it works, but yeah. And yeah, most of my streams are 2 to 4 Eastern Standard. The collab is an outlier. And thank you, Vessa, for promoting the Discord. I appreciate it. So yeah, I hope to see you guys in future stream. I will see you guys Friday and maybe Friday and hopefully Saturday. We will see. But thank you so much. It's been lovely meeting some of you. Thank you, thank you. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Wherever you may be in the world or the worlds beyond, I hope you have a great rest of your day, evening, and night. And thank you so much, Stargazers. All the best.